Hello students, welcome to the online class session of accountancy. In this online class session of accountancy, I will explain you the chapter trial balance and rectification of errors. Okay. On the basis of one more question number 23 of NCERT. Okay. Here we have to rectify the errors done by the accountants. Okay, we have to correct the errors as we have done in the previous online classes. Okay, right. So first of all, I will like to show you the question number 23 of NCERT. Just have a look over question number 23 of NCERT and just take the screenshot because you might not be having the book. Just take the screenshot of question number 23 only. Okay, right. Now I am just reading out the question number 23 of NCERT. Give general entries to rectify the following errors. Okay, we have to just pass the general entries as you are just seeing on the green board. Okay, I have just passed the rectified general entries as I have passed in the previous online classes. Okay, right, same type of errors are there and I am just explaining you how to rectify the errors. Okay. Here the miscellaneous errors are there, miscellaneous types of errors are there. Okay, some errors relate to error of commission, some errors relate to error of omission. Omission might in some places, the partial omission is there, in some place complete omission is there. Okay, right, while just reading out the transaction, I will explain you the type of error existing within the transaction. Okay, now I am reading out the very first transaction. Okay. Goods distributed as free sample, rupees 5,000, were not recorded in the books. Goods distributed as free sample. Free sample, why the business unit distribute the goods as free sample? What is the reason behind? Only the advertisement. Okay. For advertising the product, the company just distributes the goods to the target customer. Okay, for example, the target customer of pharmaceutical companies, doctor, hospital, dispensaries, etc. Okay, so if we are just distributing the goods as free sample, it's our advertisement. In place of free sample, I will be using the term advertisement. Okay, advertisement is an expense for the business unit, and according to the rules of debit and credit, whenever expenses increases, this to be shown on the debit side. And keep in mind, there are certain transactions. First, the transaction related to drawing of goods by the owner. The second transaction relates to distribution of goods as free sample. The third transaction relates to loss of goods by theft. Fourth transaction relates to loss of goods by fire. In all these types of transactions, there is a decrease in the goods. Okay, but the goods are not sold. Okay, we are not selling the goods while there is a loss of goods by fire, loss of goods by theft, distribution of goods as free sample, drawing of goods by the owner of the business, that is proprietor of the business. There is no sale in these type of transactions. So the decrease in goods can't be represented by the name of sale on the credit side. Sale shows the decrease in goods, but here we can't use the term sale as decrease in goods. Although while just distributing the goods as free sample, while the drawing is made by the proprietor, while the goods are lost by fire, while the goods are stolen, the goods are decreasing, but we are not selling them. So, whatever cost we incurred previously on these goods as or say by the name of purchases purchase account might have been debited in previously. Okay, right? Now that expense will be reversed, means that will not be an expense for the company. That expense will decrease. Okay, and the decrease in expense here will be shown by the name of purchases. Okay, so keep in mind, whenever goods are distributed as free sample, withdrawn by the proprietor for personal use, lost by theft, lost by fire. In those cases, there is no sale, so we can't show the decrease in goods by the term sale on the credit side, but we have to indicate it by the term purchases, because the purchases which was earlier an expense that is decreasing. Okay, right? Now, what was done here? This whole transaction was not recorded. So this is an error of complete omission. Complete omission means this transaction was not recorded. Okay, the journal entry related to this transaction was not made in the books, in the journal. Okay, so what we need to do? We have to pass the original entry, which might have been done by the accountant in the past, but was not done by the accountant. So an error was there. How this error can be rectified? By passing the original entry. Advertisement account debit. Advertisement is an expense. To purchase account, purchase is no more our expense, and that's why it is decreasing. The decrease in expense is shown on the credit side by the name of purchases. 5,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees. Okay. Right. Now the second transaction, goods withdrawn for personal use. Again, if the proprietor is withdrawing the goods from the firm, then what will happen? His capital will decrease, and the decrease in capital is shown on the C. Their second point, capital. Okay, that capital is decreasing, minus 9 is indicated here. The decrease in capital is debited, and the decrease in capital is shown by the name of drawing. Okay, right? The decrease in capital is shown by the name of drawing. When there is an increase in capital, when the capital increases, whenever the investment is made by the proprietor within the firm. But if instead of investing money or say cash or say goods within the business, if the proprietor is withdrawing something from the business, then it will be termed as drawing. So decrease in capital is indicated by the term drawing. Okay, right. Now, further reading out the transaction were not recorded in the books. Means simple journal entry to be passed here. This journal entry was not passed earlier, so we need to pass the original journal entry which might have been, which should be passed by the accountant in the past, but he haven't passed. Okay, drawing account liable to purchase. Already I have explained you in the very first transaction why I am creating purchases here, because the goods are not sold to the businessman here. No profit is earned from the businessman, that is from the owner of the firm. Okay, that's why whatever expenses were made earlier within the business for purchasing these goods, that expense will not be the expense of the business. Those expense will decrease by the same name of purchases, and decrease in expense is shown on the credit side as per the rules of debit and credit. Okay. Now the third transaction I am reading out. Bill receivable received from a debtor. Okay, debtor I already explained you is that person to whom we sell goods on trade basis. Right? Here in this transaction, the debtor promised to make payment of the goods, whatever is sold to him or her, on some preceding dates, future dates, and that's why he accepted one bill receivable. Bill receivable means he will make the payment of the bill and we will receive the payment of the bill. Okay, so the place of the debtor will be occupied by what? Bill receivable. Debtor is an asset for us. Okay, the place of debtor is exchanged with bill receivable. Bill receivable is also an asset because it can be converted into cash in some future date, and cash is an asset for the business. Okay, right. So one asset by the name of bill receivable is increasing and another asset by the name of debtor is decreasing. Further reading of the same transaction, bill receivable received from a debtor 6,000 rupees was not posted to his account. To his account means to the debtor account. Means while passing the journal entry, what should be the journal entry here? Bill receivable account debit to debtor. Okay, bill receivable account debit to debtor. On the credit side, we should post what? Debtor, name of the debtor. But on the credit side, debtor was not posted, was not written. But on the debit side, bill receivable was correctly posted. It means this is an error of partial omission. And in such cases, what is done? The side where shortage is existing, on that side we use the term suspense account. Suspense account debit to debtor account. The amount is 6,000 rupees. Now the next transaction, transaction D. Total of return inward book. Return inward book means the sale return book. When goods are sold, then the goods decreases. But when the goods are returned back to us, then it means return inward. Return inward means increase in asset. So sale return or return inward shows which balance? Debit balance, because it indicates increase in the asset. And increase in the asset is shown on which side? On the debit side. Return inward account debit. Okay. Now, rupees 1200 was posted to return outward book. Instead of debiting return inward book, what was the in which book the posting was made? In the return outward book. Return outward book means purchase return book. Purchase shows the debit balance and purchase return shows the credit balance. Okay, so this return outward or say purchase return might be posted in what side, in which side? On the credit side. While passing the journal entry, you can notice, or you might have noticed in the past. In the past, what? When I was explaining you the journal entries, then the purchase was shown on the debit side and purchase return was shown on the credit side. But this return outward which was shown on the credit side, it was shown wrong. So we need to nil the effect of return outward book or return outward account shown on the credit side. How we can nil the effect? By debiting it. Okay, right. So we have debited what? Return outward account here. Okay, right. Now you can see on the credit side there is shortage. Okay, nothing is written. And you can already I explained you, if there is shortage on any side, debit or credit, shortage is filled by what? Suspense account. And hence I use the term suspense account here. Okay, right? 1200, 2400. Okay. Amount is mentioned in the transaction. Discount allowed to Rima, rupees 700. How much discount allowed to Rima? 700 rupees. On receiving cash from her was recorded in the books as rupees 70. Means instead of 700 rupees, what was written? 70 rupees. Means undercasting was there. 700 minus 70, 630 rupees was undercasted. Okay. In case of undercasting, what we need to do? We need to pass the original and journal entry according to the transaction. Okay. When we allow discount to someone, then it's our loss. and loss is shown on the debit side as per rules of debit and credit, right? And from whomsoever we are receiving the payment, means from debtor. Here debtor is Rima. That debtor is decreasing. Whenever debtor as an asset decreases is shown on the credit side, and hence Rima is shown on the credit side here. Okay, the amount to be written here is undercasted amount. Here undercasted amount is 630. In place of 700 we wrote 70 rupees. So how much amount was undercasted? 630 rupees. Okay, right. So these were the rectified journal entries. On the basis of these rectified journal entry, we need to prepare one more thing, that is suspense account. Very easy. Suspense account is a ledger account. Okay, and ledger account already I have explained you when I was explaining the chapter ledgers. Okay, right. Just see the format of ledger account. Already I explained you. After journal entries, I explained you the ledger accounts, then subsidiary books, then the rectification of error is there. Okay, paid particulars JF amount, date particulars JF amount. Okay, already I have explained you in the ledger account chapter. Now, how the posting is made within the ledger? Posting is made on the basis of journal entries. Journal entries we have already passed. In the very first journal entry, you can see suspense account. No, suspense account is not present in the very first journal entry. In the second journal entry, suspense account is present. No, but in the third journal entry, suspense account is present. On which side? Debit side. While posting the journal entry within the ledger account, what we need to see? We need to see the side and amount of the concerned account. Okay, but the posting is done by the name of account on the opposite side. The opposite of suspense account is debtor account. Okay, on the opposite side of suspense account is debtor account. So while posting within the suspense account, we will make posting on the debit side 6,000 rupees, but by the name of debtor. Just see here. Okay, on the debit side we have posted the third transaction 6,000 rupees. Similarly, just see the fourth transaction, suspense account is on the credit side. Means on the credit side of suspense account we need to write 2,400. By whose name? The account which are representing suspense on the debit side, and the accounts which are representing or indicating suspense account on the debit side are written inward and written outward. So written inward and written outward both will be written on the credit side. By written inward account 1,200, by written outward 1,200. 1,200 plus 1,200, 2,400. Okay. Now, just see what is this balancing. Balancing already I explained you in the chapter ledger account. Okay. How we can balance? We have to equalize both the side, debit and credit side. This is rule. The total of debit side should be equal to credit side total. But on the debit side, the total was 6,000 rupees. On the credit side, there was a total 12 plus 12, 2,400. Okay, we need to subtract 6,000 and 2,400, and the result which we will be getting is 3,600. This is the shortage on the credit side. Okay, how much shortage was there? 3,600. That shortage will be written by the name of buy balance carried down. Buy balance carried down means we have carried the shorter balance. How much short was there? 3,600. This 3,600 shorter balance was carried from which side? Debit side. Where? Down. On the credit side. Carried down. Okay. Means carried from the debit side and we are kept down on the credit side. Okay. This is buy balance carried down. Balance carried down is the difference in between the debit and credit side balances. That is totals. Okay. Make the total of debit side, make the total of credit side. Just take the difference, and that difference will be indicated by the name of buy balance carried down. Always. Already I have explained you in the chapter ledger account how to make the ledger accounts. Okay. and explained you here also. Okay, so this was the solution of question number 23. Just I am showing you the solution once again. Take the screenshot of the same solution. Fastly. Just quickly you take the screenshot and note it down in